過ぎた季節が嘘だとしても重ねたぬくもりは嘘じゃない君が残した背中の傷跡は今もずっと甘くてだからずっと痛くて
Yo, what it do, guys? Leon Mookie here, and I'm back with another chapter of the Fate Unlimited DxD. And in the last chapter, I basically went on how Shiro's life has basically become somewhat, a great life that he used to love back before he became Heroic Spirit Emiya. And, however, it looks like things are starting to change now since the two peerages of Kuo Academy and even the fallen angels have their eyes on our white-haired archer. However, Shiro was able to take care of Raynare pretty easily, and now he's going to get more and more information out of the female fallen angel. And before I officially do start the chapter, though, I want to apologize for the last chapter, to be honest. That last chapter was pretty, clumsy, to be honest. It's basically went back on how horribly I've been working on my videos. And the main reason is because I was really rushing through that video. I did catch myself from time to time, but the other times I just wanted to get it over with so I could get to work, actually, since I was doing it really early in the morning. So yeah, any rate, hope you guys can understand. So with that excuse out of the way, let's start this chapter, guys. Chapter 3, the Neutral Mage. As Shiro is already at the entrance of his place, with soon closing the gateway to make sure that nobody notices. Not only that, he also begins to create his own bounded field to make sure that if anyone that comes near his property doesn't actually interrupt him. And if anyone who does, they'll know what to happen. Shiro will be alert. Not only that, the bounded field will also make sure to keep them out as much as possible. As soon he tosses Raynare on the ground, with soon still having her decapitated wing in his left hand, as she's on the ground, still chained up by his Kasarigama. Then she's saying, "What the hell are you gonna do to me?" Saying, "Nothing really. I just want to know more about your, operatives in the city. Not only that, who are the other sacred gear users that you are going after? And last but not least, I want to know when is Asia Argenta going to come in town?" With that, she's saying, "You really talk now," as he points Barakiel at her, with soon she getting terrified while also somewhat getting aroused at the same time, with saying, I have 3 other companions and allies here in the city, alongside multiple rogue exorcists that have been abandoned by the Vatican and the Church. Now, also, as for the other sacred gear users, one of them being that of Issei Hayato, which originally I was planning on going after. However, my companion named Kalor planned on going after him instead. She was pretty insistent on trying to kill him. As for, Asia Argenta, she should be in town in the next couple of days or so. Basically, shelter her for the time being. But in a couple of days or so after that, we plan on extracting her sacred gear, Twilight Healing, and use it in the name of the Gogori. With that, Shiro saying, "Wow, you're really honest. Good. I prefer if you continue to be honest with me. But soon she couldn't help but sigh at that relief, but soon saying, now, you're going to contact your superior and tell him what you have done and basically gone against his orders. With her saying, you can't be serious. Do I look like I'm not serious, girl? With that, she's soon getting terrified, as internally she's saying, why? Why is this mere human so damn scary? And why is he so damn hot at the same time? With then Shiro saying, you're trying my patience, girl. Either you call your superiors right here and now, or I cut off that wing and basically end your life right here and now. Your choice. With soon she getting more and more terrified, saying, yeah, okay, I get it. Please, just remove the chains and I will contact Lord Azazel. With then, soon, Shiro dropping the other wing on the ground and then snapping his fingers. Still, however, as the chain soon is unwrapped around her, he still points Bakuya still at her, saying, don't try anything funny, girl, like I said. With soon, she nodding fiercely, before preparing that of a spell circle, with soon it being that of communication magic. On the other side, they soon see that of another fallen angel. However, instead of them having the same black wings as Raynare, they have that of 4 wings instead. Saying, Raynare, what the hell are you contacting us for? Don't you have a mission by Lord Azazel himself to keep an eye for sacred gear users here in Kuo? Within Raynare getting somewhat nervous, saying, yeah, and wait, what happened to your wing? Saying, please, let me get to that. I wish to talk to Governor Azazel himself and explain the situation. With soon, the fellow Kogori member couldn't help but sigh, saying, fine. Let's just hope he's actually available, or not doing his usual perversions, or working on a sacred gear project. With the fellow member leaving, with soon Shiro still pointing his blade at her, saying, if this doesn't work out, your life is forfeit. Is that understood? With soon she nodding, with also blushing too. With then, a couple minutes later, a man appears from the spell casting circle, as he has that of black and blondish hair, with somewhat of a small beard around his chin, and also wearing that of a gray kimono. With soon saying, yo, Raynare, what the actual hell are you calling me for? I was in the middle of something important. Saying, Governor General Azazel, I wish to, saying, and your wings cut off. So I'm guessing you run into some trouble, or rather, you didn't listen to my specific orders. So, care to explain? Would ya? With she soon feeling somewhat embarrassed, somewhat sad, and somewhat aroused at the same time. With then soon Shiro shows himself right next to Raynare, as saying, huh? Wait a minute. Your face and your appearance is different, but I can tell from somewhat of your skin and hair. You're that kid Shiro Emiya, right? Oh man, I told my subordinates to actually keep an eye on somebody like you and other sacred gear users in Kuo. I'm guessing it's good to see that you're here. Good job, Raynare. With soon Raynare saying, thank you, Governor Azazel. With soon saying, yeah, that's not the case. Turns out your little subordinate attempted to try to kill me, actually. With soon hearing this, Azazel saying, oh, is that so? She said that she was under orders by Kakeville. One of your cadre ordered her to kill me alongside a couple other sacred gear users here in the city, alongside a couple of rogue exorcists as well. With soon he actually places a hand on his face, somewhat that of side of annoyance, saying, "Alright, I think I get the gist." Basically, they were following my orders, but mostly following Kakebill's orders to kill sacred gear users, eliminate them, and it also makes sense and also seems like you idiots didn't talk to the devils to get permission to be in the city. Literally, what the actual hell is wrong with you morons? I expected better from you, Raynare. Within hearing this, Raynare's head is down, with saying, "Also, I'm guessing that cut off wing of yours is payment enough for your stupidity and not listening. Where are your other allies?" With soon she saw not really saying anything before Shiro spoke up, saying, "Turns out one of her other allies went after another sacred gear user by one of my classmates, Issei Hayato. And most likely, he might be dead right now. If not, he would be lucky if he survived at all." Hearing this, Azazel couldn't help but pinch the bridge of his nose before saying, "Oh, god damn it. Seriously, it's one problem after another." With saying, "Alright, I get it. I'm going to be sending one of my fellow cadre to go to Kuo and take care of the situation. He's one of my right-hand men, and he should be able to take care of the situation easily with no problems whatsoever. And not only that, he'll be bringing in those idiots as well and taking care of the exorcist if they don't even listen." With hearing that, Shiro saying, "Good. Also, there's a girl by the name of Asia Argenta that will be coming into town, actually. They were also planning on extracting her sacred gear by taking it." Within hearing that, Azazel couldn't help but sigh and bridge, saying, "God fucking damn it. Okay, I can take this. Normally, it's good to have a sacred gear, but once extracted from its current user, it's not as powerful as it was before." With then hearing that, Raynare saying, "Sir Azazel, just save it. I'll be finding a punishment suitable enough for you and your idiots of friends. Got it?" With soon she's saying, "Yes, sir. I understand, sir." With thanks. And then looking at Shiro saying, "Sorry about the trouble, kid. Personally, I was trying my best not to cause another incident here in Kuo. Personally, I'd rather if we don't go into full-on war with the devils." With saying, "Seriously? You're not even trying to go to war with the devils? I know you guys are having a code war, but still." Saying, "That's the thing. I'm trying my best to find a way to end this damn Cold War and try to give us a real and true peace. And I'm pretty sure the devils are trying to do the same thing as well. But with idiots like her and her friends and that dumbass Kakebill, it's going to be harder to make it closer." Well, as long as you're trying, that's all that matters. And taking care of idiots like them helps, I'm glad to oblige you if you need." Within hearing that, Azazel couldn't help but smirk, saying, "Oh, is that so? Are you offering to join the Kogori? We're always willing to take in new members. You don't even need to be a fallen angel." With saying, "No dice. I'm willing to do favors for you guys if it means making sure that all-out war doesn't break out with either the devils or the angels. Simple as that. Such as a situation like this." With saying, all right, I get it. You got a good head on your shoulders, kid. I can't wait. I'll meet you probably tomorrow to deal with those idiots. As for you, Raynare," with soon she flinching a bit as Azazel speaking to somebody on his side, saying, "Create a teleport circle to get that idiot of a dumbass girl here." With Soon saying, "Wait, Sir General Cockradale, I can't explain. Before she could, a spell circle was right beneath her and then teleporting her away. With soon Shiro saying, oh, right. I also have her wing as well, so do you want that as well? With saying, huh? Oh, sure. You could bring it if you want. You can bring it to us as well. As sliding it right into the teleportation circle before it officially disappeared, saying, again, sorry about the troubles. Probably gonna have to speak to the Grimmery and Citry girl tomorrow if I have to. Saying, you don't have to. With Azazel getting curious at that phrase, but Shiro still finishing up. I normally kept my powers secret from both Grimmery and Citry, actually. They're probably going to be wanting answers from me, so I decided to basically tell them everything. Whatever you want to tell me, I can relay to them if you feel like it. Saying, huh, I think I'm actually starting to like you, kid. Huh. All right, how about that? I'll tell them this. As Azazel began laying down what he wants Shiro to tell Rias and Soma. With that, the next day, Shiro begins heading to school. Same as always, with Moriyama and Katase catching up with the white-haired teen and wanting to walk alongside him. As the two girls wanted to thank him for making the bento for the entire kendo team like for yesterday, with Shiro saying that it was no biggie and he was glad to help out while he can. With that, soon both girls couldn't help but blush, seeing the smile from the counter guardian. With them heading into the school, as Shiro was about to say goodbye. However, the entire school got their attentions to somewhere else, or rather, to other people by any chance, as it wasn't towards Shiro, Moriyama, and Katase, but it was towards Rias walking alongside Issei Hayato, with everybody freaking out, saying, "What the hell? What the hell is Rias-sama's walking alongside that damn pervert? That can't be. Say it ain't so." Saying, damn, this can't be true. They couldn't be walking together. Or rather, they couldn't be coming from the same place, right? Looking at the situation, Shiro wasn't really complaining about anything, but he was wondering on why Rias was with somebody like Issei of all people. However, he also noticed something from Issei, that he doesn't feel human like he was before, as he feels more, dark in a way. Not on the same level of darkness that Raynare was, but more close to the devil energy that, Rias and Sona are, which makes Shiro realize that Issei is now a reincarnated devil. Was seeing this, he now begins to think that he was killed by the fallen angels. Speaking of the fallen angels, back at the hideout, being at the old abandoned church in Kuo, as they began wondering on where the hell is Raynare, as two female fallen angels began thinking that she screwed up on her mission and is probably too embarrassed to come back. Within the male fallen angel wearing that of a trench coat and also wearing a fedora as well, began thinking that something doesn't feel right. Especially with soon, they began wondering on what the hell's going on before a flash of light soon destroys the entire church, actually. With then many rogue exorcists were some battered, bruised, or rather dead, as the entire church was destroyed, with the three fallen angels actually somewhat surprised, wondering if they were attacked by the devils, before realizing that it wasn't the devils of Kuo, that it was actually one of their superiors, being a bearded man wearing that of a dark green uniform with a cloak over his shoulders, as lightning begins crackling around his 10 large wings, with all 3 fallen angels begin feeling terrified and scared as they say the man's name, Lord Barakiel. With soon he lowers down, but not landing on the church, still in the air, saying, "You damn fools, you stupid damn fools." With soon one of the female fallen angels having that of blonde hair and wearing somewhat of a Gothic Lita uniform, as her name being Mitted, saying, "Lord Barakiel, we were just following orders. We came to Kuo to..." Your job was to come to Kuo by Lord Azazel himself to keep an eye on sacred gear users and see if they can be recruited within Kalendar, saying, "But we were also giving orders by Lord Kakeibil to kill sacred gear users." Now tell me, do the words of Azazel and Kakeibil sound similar by any chance, you fools? With then hearing the orders from Azazel and then Kakeibil together, within the man in the trench coat named Damasik began saying, "Oh my God." Then Barakiel saying, "Exactly. You fools have followed rogue orders from Kakeibil. Your job was not to kill sacred gear users, or take sacred gears at that. Your job was to keep an eye or recruit them, and you failed your mission." Raynare was caught by one of the people that she was supposed to watch and kill, and now we already hear that one of you might have killed another sacred gear user here on the devil's territory. Hearing that, Kalendar began realizing that she was the one that killed Issei, saying, "Oh no," saying, "Kalendar, you're the one that killed that boy. Looks like you'll be receiving a more harsher punishment than Damasik and Metel." With that, she soon began begging, "Please, Lord Barakiel, I beg of you, please don't," saying, "Spare your pity," before snapping his fingers as lightning strike all 3 of them down. However, they're not dead, just unconscious and burnt to a crisp, like the chickens they are. With soon, many of the rogue exorcists began saying, "I have given you new orders from Lord General Azazel himself. Leave Kuo Academy and return back to Gogori territory. Is that understood? Anyone who doesn't follow these orders will be hunted down by fellow Gogori members. Do I make myself clear?" With that, many of the rogue exorcists began to salute and also make sure that they heard everything from Barakiel. However, a certain exorcist, holding his bloody and broken arm, crushed by debris, as his white hair is way more messier than before, and his clothes bloodied and scuffed up by debris as well, was saying, "Damn it, motherfucking damn it. How the hell did I get roped into bullshit like this? It's bad now. I'm being attacked by the very people I'm supposed to work with? The fuck is this bullshit? Goddamn fucking assholes." Would saying, if I'm going to be attacked by the goddamn Gogori, why not go out with style, actually? With soon saying, "I'm going to find many devils, and I'm going to skull fuck the hell out of each and every one of them. I'll take a couple of priests with me too, even some goddamn fallen angels as well. I don't care how many I have to kill. I'll kill each and every one of them." As this psychotic and self-absorbed man-child of a priest continues walking through the alleyways, bloodied and bruised, as he begins thinking on what he can do in the future. With back at Kuo, Shiro's still doing his daily day things, helping out students, teachers, and faculty members from time to time, as he tries to help out a couple people from the student council. However, some of them feel like they can do it by themselves and don't want to bother Shiro. However, Shiro knows that this is because they want to speak to him tomorrow, and they feel somewhat weird around him, knowing that he was able to take down a fallen angel without even breaking a sweat. And Shiro kind of expected this to happen, and is just waiting for the perfect time to be called. As the day finally ends, soon after, Shiro was about to leave. However, tons of girls in his classroom began screaming and began cooing for soon one of the princes of Kuo Academy, as it being Kiba Ryuta, with soon he's saying, Emiya-kun, it's a pleasure to meet you, with saying, Kiba-kun, it's been a while. How you been? Saying, it's been good. Also, Madam President wanted me to bring you to the Occult Research Club. Then soon he also looked over and saying, Hayato-kun, Madam President also wanted me to bring you as well. Then Issei saying, wait, what? Wait, I'm being tagged along with this bastard? Saying, oh, right. It only makes sense that you would be tagged along. You're her newest pawn, after all. With saying, what the hell did you say? Saying, now, you two, let's calm down. Saying, I'm already calm. I'm just stating out the facts, that's all. Saying, God, I really hate you. With Shiro not even commenting on Issei's, self-explanatory hatred towards them. With many of the girls making comments as, is it going to be that of a yaoi three-way? With then hearing that, Shiro felt like he was about to throw up in his mouth before keeping it down. With then Kiba saying, are you okay, Emiya-kun? Saying, yeah, just, I don't think I'm going to be able to make dinner tonight, that's all. With that, he looks back at Issei, who actually looks like he's about to throw up as well, saying, well, looks like there's one thing we both can agree on for once. As they begin leaving the school, they also head out to the old schoolhouse. As they go through the old building and reach a certain room, within Kiba knocking on the door saying, Madam President, I brought Emiya-kun and Hayato-kun as well. With her saying, good, please come in. After that, Kiba soon opens the door. But then Shiro and Issei began getting an eyeful of the room, as it being somewhat of a small but pretty sizable room, with two couches on each side of each other, with a coffee table, one on the ground having that of a spell circle, one having a desk, and multiple candles lighting the entire room, with one on the couch on the right, one sitting there being one Konako Tojo, and also standing right next to the desk at the very end of the room being Akino Hamejima. But Shiro has now noticed that the school's mascot and the second most popular girl in school are in the same room. Then Shiro begins hearing that there's running water, as he begins noticing that there's a shower in the classroom, with Shiro being somewhat dumbfounded, saying, why the hell is that there? Soon Akino couldn't say, oh my, is somebody quite flustered, saying, I'm not flustered, just asking a really Really normal question, that's all. However, looking at Issei, he couldn't help but somewhat, drool and gawk at the situation. But soon, Shiro could help but sigh and place a hand on his face, saying, of course this pervert would think that. Couple minutes later, the shower soon stopped, with then a figure coming through the curtains. However, both Shiro and Issei couldn't see her, with the displeasure of Issei grunting, with soon Shiro hearing being annoyed at Issei's grunts. Soon, another couple seconds later, the crimson-haired beauty of Kuo Academy, Rias Grimmery, comes out with all of her clothes on, with soon saying, sorry to keep you boys waiting, with Shiro saying, I'm a patient person. Well, somewhat. But then Issei saying, I was more disappointed I couldn't see those jiggling mountains though. With soon Shiro couldn't help but pinch the bridge of his nose saying, do I continue not to be in the same room as this asshole? Or can I just leave and come back later? With then Rias saying, no, please stay. We need to talk. And I needed to introduce Issei to what he's going to be in now. With that, soon Shiro saying, if that's the case. After saying that, he heads to the couch where Konako is. With then sitting right next to her, with soon saying, hello senpai. Saying, hey there Konako. Sorry I didn't make lunch for you today. I was somewhat kind of busy. Saying, it's understandable. I'm not mad. With then Issa saying, wait, he's talking to the silent Kaneko without even breaking a sweat, and she's talking back? How? Within Konako looking at Issei saying, because he's not a pervert unlike you, dumbass. With hearing that, felt like a dagger to Issei's heart. But soon, Shiro couldn't help but smirk, saying, you heard it from her yourself. With that saying, you asshole. With then Konako glaring at the perverted brunette and wanting to kill him. With soon, Rias began explaining why Issei is here and explaining on who they all are, as they all being devils. However, Shiro was already aware that they're all devils to begin with them all showing their wings and Issei's wings coming out as well. With then soon thinking, so I'm a devil? But how? As soon he began remembering that he was killed by Kalarna. With soon that it was because Issei had that of a sacred gear. With soon Issei began wondering what is a sacred gear. With soon Shiro actually breaking in this situation that their sacred gears are magic artifacts created by God for humanity to fight back against that of the three factions, so they wouldn't feel weak against the supernatural. However, now that the other factions have actually brought in sacred gear users, it's kind of hard to find a human willing to fight back, though. With soon everybody looking at the white-haired boy saying, what? I am aware I'm on the world of the supernatural after all. Realizing from Shiro's answer and his explanation towards Issei, Rias couldn't help but say, thanks for that, Emiya-kun. I appreciate that. Saying, anytime. Well, soon the door began opening as multiple ladies alongside one single male actually comes in. With then Sona saying, you're good. You're here, Emiya-kun. I was wondering if you were going to show up sooner or later. With saying, nah, Kiba-kun brought me here. So, I think it's best for us to get all this out until later. Shiro waved at the other girls of Soma's peerage, as some of them were a little bit hesitant to wave back. With soon Shiro saying, yeah, that's fair. With then soon both Sona and Rias sit right next to each other, with the peerage set getting a couple of chairs or standing up. As for Shiro still sitting right next to Konako. With that, Sona saying, Shiro, I want to know the truth. What are you? Or rather, who are you really? With then Shiro saying, I can't really hide this for good. With him internally thinking, I'll give them a make-believe story on who I am. I can't really tell them that I'm basically an ancient hero from the past, or rather, I'm basically a magus from another world who ended up becoming an ancient hero from the past, now being held against my will to be the will of humanity's little lapdog. With then, Shiro couldn't help but sigh, saying, all right, I'll tell you everything. You all know my name is Shiro Emiya. However, I've lived my life in Fuyuki City. After the death of my parents, at the hands of the fire, my adopted father, Kiritsugu Emiya, taught me a thing about magecraft. With that, soon, a boy with that of blonde hair, where was part of Soma's period, saying, wait, seriously, Emiya-san? You're a mage? With saying, yeah, I am, Saji. Well, now you know. Sorry I kept it a secret from you. Saying, hey, it's cool, but still, you didn't need to be honest. With Sud Issei saying, wait, you're a mage? Now it all makes sense. Why the Kendo Club and all the girls are basically head over heels for you? You used magic to hypnotize everybody. With then everybody having deadpan looks on their face. However, Akano having the same neutral smile as always, with Rias smiling but somewhat of that of annoyance. Then Sona commenting, saying, you found yourself quite the, pawn, Rias. Saying, I know, but he is strong, I will say that. With Shiro soon ignoring Issei's stupidity, saying, before I was rudely interrupted by something completely and utterly stupid, with Issei saying, hey! Saying, after I was taught by magecraft, but only the basics. I was proficient in a certain type of magecraft called projection and imagery, but my father told me I should focus more on reinforcement. Little did he know, he told me to only focus on that because he wanted just me to be protected and wanted me to be safe. But my true magic lies in those two. Not only that, my true magic comes from me learning about anything that I have a great understanding of by tracing on what it's made of and what I could find. With that, everybody was shocked and surprised. Because of that, I'm able to do stuff like this. With soon, he creates that of a sword in his left hand. With everybody was shocked and surprised. With soon, even Kiba was surprised, saying, you can make swords? Wait, do you have a sacred gear like mine? Saying, you have a sacred gear, Kiba-kun? Saying, well, yeah. It's called sword birth. I'm able to create any type of sword, after all. Saying, I see. But no, this is not a sacred gear. This is my own personal and well-made magic I've honed for literally years of developing, where I'm able to create things that I have a greater understanding of, that I have seen, and that I have the blueprints in my mind. With that, everybody was shocked and surprised. Within, soon, Rias saying, but that doesn't explain on how you're able to take care of fallen angels. Saying, allow me to explain. During my time in Fuyuki, I spent my time trying to hone my magecraft, trying my best to learn and develop my skills after my father's death. Sure, I did miss a couple of schools, and most of my magecraft attempts to create were always trial and error. Mostly came from me breaking a couple arms and legs, which forced me to drop out of the archery club. But even so, I still had plenty of friends and people I was close with deep down. And not only that, I was able to make really, really close friends back in Fuyuki, as he remembers that of Saber, Sakura, and Ren, with even Taiga too, and even his sister, Ilya, with then the white-haired girl from Sona's peerage, Momo, soon asking, "Then tell me, Emiya-kun, tell us all, how are you able to kill a fallen angel without even breaking a sweat? Without even being an angel, a fallen angel, or even a devil? How? Or even... all need to know." With soon everybody looking at Shiro, even Konako looking at the white-haired teen, as her amber eyes look into his silver eyes, as part of her feels somewhat afraid looking in straight into his silver eyes, but she doesn't turn away, as she wants to know about her senpai even more. But soon, Shiro can help but sigh, saying, "Let's just say I was trained to deal with people, deal with the supernatural, deal with those 10 times more powerful than myself. And doing so, I ended up becoming something that of a walking killing machine. This is the year before I came into Kuo. It's also the reason on why there's not really much of my record until after I came to Kuo as well. And when I left Fuyuki as well, with Soma getting intrigued alongside Tsubaki as well, with even Rias and Akano too. However, Issei is not even caring so much. But as then saying, I was trained to keep the peace, to make sure to save humanity from anything that could cause its harm. With everybody looking at him, within the aquamarine girl, Tsubaki of Sona's Spirit, saying, protecting humanity? From what? Like, were you some kind of task force or something? Saying, basically, yes. My job was to eliminate those who threatened the world's stability, who threatened humanity's safety, and who planned on doing whatever it takes to get what they want. My job was to eliminate them, slaughter them, kill them. Or rather, if I had to, my job was to basically abandon innocent people's lives to eliminate somebody that would have killed millions of lives later on. With that, everybody was really taken back by this. Soon saying, I can tell many of you have a hard time looking me in the eyes. It's the reason why I try closing my eyes or looking away. It's because I have the eyes of death. The eyes of somebody who has taken more lives than he can count. So many lives, so many people gone because of me. I perfected projection so I can create so many swords to honor those of the people I couldn't save, to honor those of the people whose lives I have taken. Because even if nobody will remember them, I would remember them. And that's my story. So, now you know. With that, soon everybody was really, really taken back by this. With a few people in Sona's peerage who know, well, Shiro the longest, as it being that of Momo, Saji, and Ryuko. They all couldn't help but cry, hearing the story from Shiro. Then even Issei, who was really taken back by this, would now have a new sign of respect and also fear of the guy now. Then saying, that's the reason why I was able to take care of somebody like Raynare. She wasn't a problem for me. If anything, she was lower than the lowest. She may have been a fallen angel, but she was nothing but just a minor foot soldier. Somebody that can be taken down without even breaking a sweat for me. That's all. With that, everybody was taken back. With even Ria saying, I see, you have been through a lot, Emiya-kun. Saying, please, you can call me Shiro if you like, senpai. Saying, alright then you can just call me Rias. Or you could, within Sona saying, Rias, this isn't the time. With now saying, so, now you know. What will you do now? Within Sona saying, personally, you seem like you're quite dangerous, Emiya-kun. And personally, I would prefer it if you weren't in Kuo. Within Sona's peers was about to be surprised hearing this from their king, with saying, but you've been through a lot, and I can tell that you want at least a fresh start if you were able to get out of a hell like that. So we don't want to lose you. However, I need to hear this from my co-governor, after all. Rias, looking at the crimson-haired girl, Rias closes her eyes, saying, I have no reason to remove you from Kuo, Shiro-kun. If anything, you've done a lot. We've already know that you've taken care of plenty of stray devils that were under our noses after all. So it wouldn't feel right if we removed you when you've done so much for us without anything in return. With that, you can stay in Kuo as much as you like and how long as you like. With that, Shiro saying, thank you. Thank you for all hearing me out. Then Saji saying, and please don't go. You making student council work so much more easier on me. Saying, sure, Saji. Glad I could help. All the girls couldn't help but slap Saji upside the head for that alone. Then Issei saying, I think it'd be better if you go so you don't hog all the girls, but seriously, you could stay if you like, though. Then Konako couldn't help but wanting to hug Shiro, saying, please don't go, senpai. You make great food, and also, you're really nice and all that. Then Shiro couldn't help but pet Konako's head, as saying, don't worry, Konako, I'm not going anywhere, I promise. As he continues petting her head, he can actually feel that is she purring by any chance, which really catches Shiro off guard. As he's done patting her head, with soon she feeling that of disappointment from being patted. With that, saying, well, now we understand the situation that you are in and why you're so skilled at taking down fallen angels. I think you could go. However, we would ask you if you're going to ask me to join each of your peerages, I'm going to have to say no. With that, everybody was taken back. Within Issei saying, wait, what? You're not going to join their peerages? Why the hell would you not want to be a devil? Saying, because I'd rather stay human. Look, I got nothing against you devils, but I'd rather stay who I am. I don't want to get drawn into the war between the fallen, the angels, and the devils. I'd rather stay neutral. Look, if you need any help or wanting to protect this town and the people who live in it, you can always call on me. I'm willing to help whenever you ask. Simple as that. But if you want me to join your peerages and join a side, then forget it. That's not going to happen. I do care about you guys, but not on the level that I'm willing to give up my humanity and get drawn into another war That's it. So, now you know. I'll catch you guys later tomorrow after school. Same as always, Sona Senpai, with Sona couldn't help but sigh, saying, "You've made your decision, and so have we. We'll see you by the student council office tomorrow, Shiro-kun," saying, "Thanks." After that, he leaves from the couch and planned on leaving the Orc building. However, he soon stops, saying, "Oh yeah, that reminds me. There was something that Governor General Azazel wanted me to tell you girls." With that, everyone was surprised hearing the leader of the Fallen Angel faction, the Gogori, saying, soon he explained himself with each of the girls and some of the peers members, except Issei and Saji, began saying, "Are you serious?" Saying, "Yes, that's what he told me, and he wanted me to tell you girls. So, I've said what I said. I'll catch you girls later." After that, he leaves. Soon, everybody was surprised and shocked at this revelation. Then, Sona decides, "So, should we take this to face value, Rias?" Soon, she's saying, "Not just yet. I'll probably tell my brother about this another time, though. But if this is true, we probably need to make sure to take care of this in the future." Soon saying, "But I am somewhat disappointed, though." Then Sona saying, "About Shiro-kun not wanting to join either of our peerages. I won't lie, it is disappointing, but it can't be helped." Then Momo saying, "It is kind of sad, Madam President, but he still said he plans on helping us out at the student council. So it doesn't mean that he won't be, around, just not a peerage member." Then Tsubaki saying, "Well, at least you get to enjoy seeing him more, Momo." Then she actually blushing from this. Then Konako speaking up saying, "At least Senpai isn't going anywhere. And he said he doesn't plan on hurting any of us. But still, about his past." Then everybody looking at the young Nekusha girl. Soon Sona saying, "I have to agree. A task force where they send mages to kill people for the safety of humanity? I've never heard of anything like that before. Could have been a, Gogori or possibly a church team, because I've never heard of a devil union actually wanting humans to kill others to protect humanity." Then Rias saying, "I don't think so. My brother, and especially your sister, alongside Asmodeus and Lord Beelzebub, wouldn't allow this." Soon Sona saying, "You're right. Especially if Shiro was a young boy having to do this, of course. But I won't lie, I think things in Kuo may get a little bit interesting if Shiro-kun is going to stay." Rias couldn't help but smirk, saying, "I think I agree with you, Sona." And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Hope to read them. And also, I know what some of you may be asking, and probably still asking, does Shiro have a harem? And yes, he does have a harem. So I'm basically going to list off the girls for Shiro's harem, to be honest. That being Rias, Akano, Sona, and Tsubaki, alongside Momo, Raynare. There's also Ravel. Then I'm also going to put Gabriel, and I'm putting Sorafo in there as too. So yeah, that's going to be Shiro's harem. So tell me what you guys think of this order, because I think it works out pretty well. So yeah, at any rate, hope you guys enjoyed. Please check out my Discord, gaming channel, main channel, and Patreon. All will be in the link in the description below. So, with all that said, I hope you guys really enjoy. Well, this is Leon Mookie, signing out. Later, guys, and I hope you all take care.